Hi guys, have a nice day. I'm really sorry for being late actually. It was because of my health condition. I took some more time to be rest. However, I came as you expected. I know that you are expecting me with the questions that relates to the O-level exam. I know definitely. However, let's see, guys, what I brought for you all today. It's very easy. Now, the same question I uploaded for the government school students, those who are seeking to face the exam next year. This is for the international school students, those who are facing the O levels in local curriculum. Let's see what is the question that I brought for you all today. And don't worry, definitely I will bring ample of questions for you all to score more marks very easily. Don't worry. Let's see what is the question that you are given today. Right. Now, this question I got from 2005 past paper. The question was number 12 and it was appeared on the second paper. It appeared on the second paper. Now look at the question, the real questions photograph uh, I have pasted here, but actually the words are uh, invisible, cannot see the words properly because of that I wrote the same question below. Now look the question what you are asked to do. Read the given text and underline the word that best fits the blank. Let's see, there's a story here, but you don't want to bother about the story. That I strongly advise you to not to think about the meanings and all, but you should have to aware how to analyze the sentence first of all, and how to get the time frame using the following the time verb here if there are. So now whenever you are given such kind of a question, first of all you must have to go to the question, sorry, answers in the brackets. Now check whether these answers are familiar with you, whether you know this grammatical area. Good, better, best. With the first look, you have to know what sort of grammatical area has been given in this bracket. This is the adjective forms. These three words have come from the adjective in their forms, right? There are three forms of adjective. One is positive, comparative, and superlative. So if you know how do we use positive adjective in a blank or comparative form of the adjective in the blank or the superlative form of the adjective in the blank, then there's no hesitation. You can answer this question very easily and correctly. Now, the lesson I'm not going to teach you all guys, but I am going to give you the tricks that you have to follow to pick out the correct answer. Now, first and foremost, you have to analyze the sentence as I said earlier. Why? Because we want to realize, we want to recognize the blank has come, whether the blank has come asking subject noun or as verb or as object noun or as any other sort of grammatical structures, right? Now, if we analyze the sentence, were is the main verb here that has been given, and blank has come after the article the, in the sense you are asked either adjective or noun, right? Remember that. However, we are pretty sure the answers that we are given within bracket were adjectives. So the thing is we have to pick out the most appropriate form of the adjective to the blank. Okay. Now you might have curiosity, oh my God, what sort of answers are these? How can I correct? How can I pick the correct and most appropriate answer? This is how it goes, darling. Now, for to use positive form of adjective, there's no any tricky or short path to realize. But if you learn how do we pick out comparative and superlatives, automatically positive form, the way you pick out the positive form will come to your head. Now let's see. If no, first of all, you have to check whether this blank has taken any other sorts of words in front of afterwards. The in front you have seen, you can see the article. After the blank, you can see of friends, right? Now, from the beginning at the end of, from the beginning at the end until the full stop, you can see Tushara and Vikram were the of friends, right? Now, just see whether you are going to pick out the word better as the answer. You cannot just pick it out as the answer. Check whether the word than is there in front of the blank, wherever it is in the sentence, after the blank. Okay, after the blank, before the full stop, check whether the word than is there. And now, can you see any word called than here after the blank? No. Of friends only we can see apart from these answers. So the word better is not the correct answer accordingly. Okay, the word better is not the answer accordingly. Now then you have two options. One is good, another one is best. Now let's check. As I said, there's no any other shortcut to check whether the good is the answer, but we have another two options to check whether comparative or superlative form, whether this answer is comparative or superlative. Now, we checked it. Comparative form is not the answer because than is not available in the sentence, right? Now, we'll move on to the word best. Word best, if you are asked the word superlative form of the adjective here to the blank, you should have to go through the article. If the word article is there, if the article the is there in front of the blank, definitely the answer is superlative form. It is because of this word the, right? This is the shortcut. Don't confused and don't get misunderstand. The lesson is little longer, but this is a shortcut. After you learn the lesson, this is the shortcut that you have to remember. Right. Now the word the is available in the sentence. There, so of course, because of that, no hesitation, the word best is the most appropriate answer for the question. Okay, this is the answer. Why we selected this best as the answer? It was because of the word the. Now, did we go through the meaning of the sentence? No, not at all. We didn't want. Okay. Just imagine the answer has asked about the positive form. Now, how do you find out? How do you depict that with this positive form is the answer? That is, if clear noun is they are available in the sentence after the blank, or else if this article the or else than is not available in the sentence, definitely positive form should be the answer. That's how you have to predict. Okay, let's move on to the second question. Both of them went going goes to the same score. Now, if you analyze the sentence, both of them has come as a subject and the blank has been given in the verb form. To the same school is the object. Now, that means we have to select the appropriate verb here. Now look at both of them means plural noun. One thing is that you should have to remember that both of them in the sense two people, two person, that means plural. Okay, now at the beginning you can realize the verb has implied saying I came from past. That means this whole context is going on basically past tense, but I'm not telling you, I'm not advising you to go behind simple past tense because there might be some other variations in the middle. But basically this passage runs on simple past, remember, because the first sentence has been written in simple past. Okay, now the word went. Now we'll see how we guess the answer. The word went is the past form of verb go. However, the past forms, there's no agreement between subject and verb. So accordingly, we can guess sometimes the word went should be the answer because there's no subject and verb agreement. The past verb can agree with each and every kind of subject nouns. Accordingly, when the word when can be the answer we guess. Now keep that in your head and move on the word going. The going is a gerund form. Gerund form in the sense, this is called, on the other hand, you can call this verbal noun because one part is verb, another part is ing. So verb with ing in the sense that is verbal noun and the other name is gerund. Goes, the word gerund or verbal noun we cannot use as a verb, just we cannot use. This is noun, we can use this in the subject form or else in the object form. But if is, am, was, or were is available in front of the blank, we can definitely use this gerund form as a verb. Okay, then the word goes will definitely go with singular noun. Goes is the singular verb. It comes in simple present tense. So this goes belongs to simple present tense as well as the subject and verb agreement. It is, if subject noun is singular, singular verb should be there as the verb. If the subject noun is plural, plural verb should be there in the blank in simple present tense. However, the word both of them is plural, so goes cannot apply there. Goes is not the correct answer, and even the going is not the correct answer as there is no isama was were in front of the blank. So definitely when is the answer, when should be the answer according to our analysis. Now did you get here? Right, I didn't tell that it was because of simple past, but automatically that came, the answer came automatically related to simple past tense. Did you see how miracle it is? Okay, now next one, number 3, just after number 3 the blank has been given. That means you are the subject noun. Now the verb is were here as usual. Were always together. Right? We don't want to bother about always and together. However, the verb has been already given. Now we have to use the correct subject here. Now there is the adjective form of pronoun, right? This is possessive adjective. Them is possessive pronoun. Them has the dare to end the sentence. In many cases, you cannot use object pronoun as a subject. And they always should come in front of a noun as a subject or as an object. You can use their showing the possession, showing the ownership of something or someone, but it should come in front of a noun. So there's no any noun available after the blank. Just after the blank, you can find out verb only. So cause of that, you have to use subject noun directly. The subject noun is they, because in any case, we cannot use this subject noun as object or possessive adjective. One and only subject noun in the blank is only they. Cause of that, we use they as the answer. Now look at one day, they. Then here has, have, had has been given. The three of them have come in perfect forms, perfect tenses. Has and have is present perfect tense. It the has and have we use with present perfect tense. Have will go with plural nouns, while has will go with singular noun in present perfect tense. Had we use usually in past perfect tense. Okay. Now, if we consider, now in this case we have to consider the time adverbials in the sentence. Now this is the sentence belongs to question number 4. One day they, a fight in the class. Now they, according to this word they, has and have can be the answer, because they we can use with have as well as we can use with had also, because there's no agreement with past forms in any tense. So cause of that, now we have two options. Now, we cannot use these two answers on the blank. Because of that, we have to select one out of these two. Now what do we have to do if we have on the fence, whether we are jumping to the right side or else to the left side? No hesitation. You should have to think about the time adverbial. This is the area that you have to consider the time adverbial to pick the correct answer. Now, the one day is the time adverbial here. It says about day in the past, one day. So, in the past, in the sense, one day related to simple past, so no hesitation. Had is the answer for this question. Okay, it is because the time adverbial. Right now, next sentence, it subject was is the verb over then blank. After the blank, eraser is there. Eraser is a noun, right? Now, the bracket is included the articles a and the. We have two articles in English, that is a and or else the. So you have known, you have learned article and will go with the noun which is start from vowel letter. A will go with singular nouns which is start with consonant letter. The is definite article. Right now here it is very clear. The noun is eraser, so it is singular noun. Eraser is a singular noun and it has started from a vowel letter. No hesitation. No need to go behind other grammatical structures. The answer is and. It is because this noun is singular as well as has started from a vowel letter. That's all. Okay. Now, this once again, after this is a determiner, you know that. Then after determiner, you are given the blank. So in the blank, what you have to do is, you have to use the verb. And the sentence has ended up with mine. Mine is a possessive form of I. Sorry, possessive adjective of I. The possessive adjectives has the dare to end the sentence. Now, there's no any curiosity. This related to singular noun. This always we use this, the determiner, this to show something plural and nearby us. In one thing, not plural, I'm really sorry, the singular. This we use to show the singular noun which is nearby us, right? The determiner, this we use to show one person which is nearby us, person or thing, right? Whatever. Now, in this case, this mine, the word mine has come to show the possessive form, ownership. So we can use simply is. It is because this has not shown any plural forms, only singular. These are and were related to plural verbs. Are and were we can use with these or those, not with this. This is the determiner we use to talk about singular nouns. So accordingly, the answer should be is. I suppose you might have understand this clearly, right? Next one, said Tushara, lying his hand. Now look at, now the sentence, this is mine, said Tushara, lying. Up to here, this sentence has gone. This, I'll underline this part, then you will understand it very clearly. Oh my God, what happened? Pardon me for a little while. Unexpectedly, the wrong button pressed by myself. Okay, now let's see. I'll highlight like this. Okay, now you can see the highlighted sentence. From this up to the desk, the sentence has led. Okay, now this is, we found out the answer for the this is mine. Said Tushara, this is direct speech. This is mine. Said Tushara, the direct speech. You might know about direct and indirect speech. Lying his hand, lying his hand. Said Tushara sentence is over. Lying his hand, then a green eraser on the desk. Now here, in, on, and at, these are prepositions. In which used to show something inside, something is there inside, When we used to show something in on the surface of some other substances, and at we used to show, at we used to point something, at we used to point something. Okay. Now this Tushara is little away away from the table and lying his hand, in the sense lying, he's keeping his hand towards the table, towards the desk. And can we say in a green eraser? In a green eraser, in the sense you are putting your hand inside the eraser, it cannot be. So on a green eraser, now keeping your hand on the eraser. Now I said you he Tushara is not on the table. He is nearby the table, right? Now the eraser was there on the table. Now lying his hands at a green eraser. Now he will keep his, he will lie his hand at a green eraser, right? So the correct answer is at, because he is showing, he is pointing out the eraser which belongs to him. Understood? I suppose that you understood that part. Okay. Then no, the is mine. Now look at no is mine. Is the most important word here. The is a verb, singular verb, right? If this is a singular verb, can we use is with they? Do we use they is? No. Can we use is with these? As I said you, this is okay, but these should go with are. Then accordingly, both of these answers are not correct according to the grammatical structure. It is a singular noun. Definitely, it is agreeing to go with that, to go together, right? So it is the correct answer. It is mine. Why we selected it? It is because the auxiliary verb is. No any other reason for us, right? There's grammatical structure there, but we selected the hidden part. We selected the most appropriate answer. Okay, it is mine. Now, if you don't know the correct answer, then you have to find out the agreement between subject and verb. If you use some auxiliary verbs without any verb, action verb, is, am, are, was, were the auxiliary verb that you are learned. Okay. So according to this, am, are, was, were, is will go with singular noun, are will go with plural noun, and was will go with singular noun, were will go with plural noun. So that is the grammatical function which goes in the sentences, right? So accordingly, they is we have never used they with singular auxiliary verb, and even these, the determiner these, we have never used with singular verb. Okay, as the determiner this is plural. Okay, I suppose that you might have understand properly up to the area. Right now, the teacher. The teacher is a singular noun. We don't know whether this is past or present. Now, when we consider the whole sentence, there's no time adverbial at all as mentioned in this sentence. So we will go, if there's no time adverbial, definitely that sentence should be simple present. That sentence should belongs to simple present, right? No time adverb here. If it is so, the word here is the base form of the verb. Verb is plural. Here, verb is plural. So the teacher, mind about the teacher. Teacher is a singular noun. So can we use the plural verb there? No. That means here, the word here is not the option that we can move on. And the word hearing. Hearing, as I said you earlier, it is gerund, verbal noun. If there's no is, am, or was available in front of the blank, you can never use the word gerund form of the verb, right? So automatically verb answer K. Answer picked out automatically when we concern about the other structures of the grammar. This word heard is the past form, even though it has not mentioned, there's no any time adverbial mentioned in the sentence. The answer is heard. Answer is simple past verb. Okay. It was because the rest of the answers are not matching with the subject now. That is why. However, this whole context is flowing simple past in simple past. So especially they haven't mentioned time adverbial here to tell this sentence belong to simple past. It is not needed. Now then second, the last one, he called them to his table. Then he called them to his table is one sentence. He called them to his table is one sentence. That is one sentence. Good friends never fight is another sentence. Now here two sentences are there. Now the answers you are given O as an N. And we used to connect two sentences together as a compound sentence. As is a connective, or give the similar sentences but for the choices. Right? So here you can use an as the correct answer. It is because two sentences have been given here and the same person has expressed these sentences. Cause of that, these two sentences should be gathered together. He called them to his table and good friends never fight. And something missing here and might be said. Yes, said has missing. Said good friends never fight. The word said should be there. Said good friends never fight. Okay, now the he called them to his table is one sentence. Good friends never fight is another sentence. This is direct speech. Good friends never fight is direct speech. So these two sentences have gathered together using and conjunction and made the sentence as a compound sentence. Okay, I suppose that you might have understand. Here I have given how gerund's form. Part is verb, another part is ing. So whenever you combine these two together, the new word is hearing. This word basically belong to verbal noun or else gerund. These verbal nouns or as gerund can use as a noun, not as a verb. If you use these gerunds as a verb, there should be the auxiliary verbs available in front of the blank. Okay, that is the end of the session today. I suppose that you all might have understand this section and you will comfortable to score more marks. And if you have never heard some sort of grammatical areas, you will come to know today with this question. As like this, I will present some more questions and some more videos before you face the exam next year. Don't be afraid. I am pretty sure you all are going to the tuition classes and you all are learning each and everything from the school as well. But if you have missed something on this, now I suppose these videos, my all videos will be useful for you all to catch the area that you missed in the school as well as in your private tuition classes. Hoping that you will be doing your exams well. I will go saying bye to your children, and suppose that if you think that this video is useful, you will subscribe me. Then once when I upload the video, you will come to know. So that is up to you. It depends on how you felt my videos. That's okay. However, guys, I'll see you from my next video. Wait until I come again. Okay, bye bye.